A doctor at a hospital in central Ha Tinh province said 5 Vietnamese workers and 16 other people described as Chinese were killed in the rioting, one of the worst breakdowns in Sino-Vietnamese relations since the neighbors fought a brief border war in 1979. And there were about 100 people sent to the hospital last night. Many were Chinese. More are being sent to the hospital this morning, the doctor at Ha Tinh General Hospital told Reuters by phone. And hundreds of Chinese had fled Vietnam, either by air or by crossing into neighboring Cambodia, reports said. And Taiwanese media said rioters attacked a huge steel plant in Ha Tinh province owned by Formosa Plastics Group, Taiwan's biggest investor in Vietnam. When completed in 2020, it will be Southeast Asia's largest steel plant and will include a seaport and a 2,150 MW power plant. Local media in Vietnam has said the complex could cost about $20 billion. And the anti-China riots erupted in industrial zones in the south of the country on Tuesday after protests against Beijing placing an oil rig in a part of the South China Sea claimed by Hanoi. And the brunt of the violence has been borne by Taiwanese firms, mistaken by the rioters to be owned by mainland Chinese. And officials from Formosa Plastics were not immediately available for comment. And thousands of Vietnamese set fire to foreign factories and rampaged through industrial zones in Binh Duong and Dong Nay provinces on Tuesday, officials said. There were no confirmed reports of any violence later in that area. And police injured, and in Binh Duong alone, police said 460 companies in the province had reported some damage to their plants, local media reported. And more than 40 policemen were injured while on duty, mainly by bricks and stones thrown by extremists, the state-run Than 9 young people, newspaper said. And about 600 people were arrested for looting and inciting the crowd, the newspaper quoted Vo Than Duc, the police chief of Binh Duong province, as saying. And the United States has called on both sides for restraint. And such disputes should be resolved through dialogue, not through intimidation, White House spokesman Jay Carney told a regular briefing. We again urge dialogue in their resolution. And the U.S. State Department said it was monitoring events in Vietnam closely, and urged restraint from all parties, while adding, we support the right of individuals to assemble peacefully to protest. And the current crisis erupted within days of a week-long visit to Asia by President Barack Obama in late April, in which he pledged that Washington would live up to its obligation to defend its allies in the region. And, reporting by Nguyen Phu Ong Lin and Faith Hung in Taipei, writing by Roy Gopalakrishnan, editing by Ian Gahagan.